Hey y'all, this is TCA Gaming, and we're going to do something in this video we haven't done in a while, and that's going to be open up quite a few of these booster packs. Now, I think we sold through about half of the Jungle Box. We still got about half left, and then we actually sold another Neo Discovery. We're going to do that too, but before we do that, I'm going to show you guys a consignment I got in, just a small one, and then we'll jump into that. So first up, we have a Venusaur that is actually properly labeled and no rarity symbol, and for a while they actually stopped grading these because at the bottom, if you look right here, I'll zoom in, it has the number 68, which is not correct. I think that's like Machamp or something like that. It's supposed to be the number 3, so they thought it was like a misprint, or I'm not really sure the whole reasoning behind it, but they did stop grading this one, and then they stopped grading the Raichu as well. I think there might have been some issue with it, but they are grading them again. So they didn't label as no rarity symbol for the longest time. Then they did. Then they stopped grading them. Now they're grading them again. Next up, we have a Dark Marowak. This is the regular holo from the set. I believe there's a non-holo you can get from the theme deck. We have a Pristine 10 on the Lapras. For this one, if you see Pristine, that means it has 3 10s and one 9.5 subgrade. If it was a perfect, then it would be all 10s. And then we also have 2 Neo Discovery booster packs. I believe both of these are going to be light. Very rarely do you see packs in that weight range pull a holo. I know we've seen that with the Jungle Red logo, but it's pretty rare to see that. And then he also sent in these are actually supposed to go with those Mario, that sequential Mario Pikachu and Luigi Pikachu set. But now they're for sale in a little group lot. You do get the sleeves, you get the deck box and stuff that comes with them. So I thought that was pretty cool. I remember I had a sale on those a little while back. They brought just over $100 or so. I don't know what they're worth now, but I guess we'll see. All right, so I did have one last minute change on one of these shout outs, so make sure. I think it was this one. I'll probably have to pull up my phone for this one. I want to do this one first, just to make sure I get it right, because this one actually has special instructions as well, and I want to make sure that I don't mess it up. But this guy, he actually bought 2 packs. He bought some packs before, and he bought a pack, I think, for his Best Buddies, or Best Buy Buddies, and I have to change one of the names. This is going to be kind of cool. So he's keeping one pack sealed, and then we're going to open up the other pack, and this is for Colby G. And what he's having me do is he's having me open the pack. I'm not going to show the cards. I'm going to actually sleeve all of them, and then shuffle them, and then do a shout out, and then he's actually got 11 of his friends that they get the card. So the first person that gets a card, I think his name is Cherry. So whatever the first card is now, Cherry's going to get that card. And then the second one is Big Gumbo, and it goes all the way down. I think number 9 was for Patrick, but it's being changed to Gideon. So I'll make sure to do that. Let me open this up first. Oh, somebody's getting a Rhyhorn. I was expecting the cards to be facing the other direction. I'll keep that in mind for future packs as well. Probably all going to be the same. But go through sleeves. This isn't something that I normally do. I don't mind doing this kind of thing every now and then. Hopefully it wouldn't turn into like a all the time type thing, just because it does take a little extra time to do something like this for a shout out. But at the same time, it's kind of cool. I mean, we don't do as many pack openings anymore just because I haven't done as many box breaks. I'm still working on getting a Team Rocket. Every time I get one, the deal falls through, or then the price for just goes a little bit higher than what I can make money with. Because like even this one had a pretty small margin. Because if I factor in the potential shipping costs, potentially up to 5% in transaction fees, plus say a Charizard member buys it at $25 off a pack, I'm looking at like 5 to 7% margin, which is really low when you're thinking about spending. I spent right at $10,000 on the box, but you're putting at risk the entire amount, which could be upwards of $12,000. All right, so here's the shout out. This pack is from Colby. He bought this pack to randomly surprise some of his coworkers. We're going to open it, shuffle the order, and then give them out in this order to his friends at Best Buy. So the first one is going to be for Cherry. So I'm actually going to take them like this. Alright, so Cherry, you got yourself a first edition Dodrio. The next one is Big Gumbo. Oh, nice. You have a first edition Jungle Pikachu. Congratulations, Mr. Big Gumbo. The next one's for Kylie. Oh, you hit the holo. You got the first edition Pidgeot. Oh man, so there's only one rare in a pack, and you hit it with this holographic Pidgey. But for those of you who are still in the lineup, don't worry, there's some other cool cards that you could potentially get. Alright, next up we have Sam. Sam pulled the Spearow. You got Jorge, or George, sorry, I don't know which one it is. You got Persian. Nice, you got yourself an uncommon. Then Alex has a Rhyhorn, that was the one that we saw. Evels has Parasect. Chris got the Paris, nice. Not Patrick anymore, but Gideon gets the Goldeen. Levi, the Mankey, and then Jared the Tatch Man pulls the Jigglypuff. Nice. I think that was really cool. Congrats to all of you. I'll give Colby a big hug. Tell him thank you for giving you guys a pack. He has a pack himself too. He probably gave you guys the holo pack. And I'll get that out to Colby. Alright. Next up, let's go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and open up the Neo Discovery Booster Pack too, because I have that one separate here. But this is for Aaron. He's hoping for a Butterfree, Espeon, or an Umbreon, and he said, "I dedicate this pack to my amazing wife to be, Sally. I can't wait to marry you next April." That is very sweet. Guys, take care of your wives. Take care of them. Cherish them. No wife wants to feel like she's unwanted, and all of them want to feel cherished. Assuming they want to be with you, I guess. We're going to assume best case scenario for everyone. And I guess in this case, Sally, sounds like your boy Aaron here. He's ready to lock the deal in with you. I know I was with my wife. And boy, I am glad that I did. She keeps me grounded. Alright, so for your pack, we have Sentret, Hapip, Corsola, Poliwag, Ammonite, Igglybuff, Pineco, Mareep, and the Amistar. I always liked the artwork on that one. Thought it was unique. You didn't see too much of this whole like energy mixing thing in the very beginning of the game, but you did see it come about more so in Neo Discovery. You had the Kabutops, which was water type, but then took fighting energies, and then this Amistar was fighting type, but actually took the water energies. For your holo, look for Butterfree, Espeon, Umbreon. Those are three good ones. There we go. We got the Kabutops. We were just talking about that card. Didn't this happen with the last Kabutops? Wasn't it something similar to that? But sorry we didn't pull the cards that you wanted, but this is a pretty cool card with the Hydro Cutter. Flipping a coin for potential 40 damage back in the day, that was pretty good. And I think you could do up to 3 with this one, so you could stack it. Alright, moving on to the next booster pack. Congratulations to you guys, by the way. I'm going to open up a pack for Kyle B. See what you get. And yes, we will do the pack trick. We will save that fire for the end. I was listening to SM Pratt, and he was talking about that. How a lot of people do that, just so that you kind of stack a little bit more with all the new packs. But we do it with the old packs too, don't we? Yeah, we're definitely gonna hit some cards along the way that are pretty cool, but it's still nice to just have the best card for last. Makes every pack have potential for last pack magic. Last card in the pack magic, I guess I should say. Alright, Jigglypuff again. Nice. Oh, you got the D Eevee. Check that out. Oh, wow. See that? This is something that come about a little bit later, but I think there are some serious collectors out there for this card, and this one is being pulled straight from the pack, so I think that's really cool. I've never pulled one of these. In fact, I just thought it was kind of like an anomaly thing. It just happened once or twice, but Yeah, that's really cool. You know, similar to like the D edition Butterfree, we always look for the Butterfrees in the back, you know, hoping that the first edition stamp is going to have that ink bubble. It's going to be messed up, making it worth a little bit more. This is definitely not as pronounced as the one in Butterfree. However, because Eevee collectors, you know, they can get kind of crazy, kind of like Pikachu and Charizard ones. You know what I mean? And you know, they go for it. And if you've had something that's repeated more than once, twice, a dozen times in a hobby, a lot of times that actually makes it more valuable than if it's just a one-off, because it makes it more collectible, makes it something that happened over and over again, so more people can collect it. You can see more transactions. And so this is pretty cool. Congratulations on pulling that Eevee. I might have a few people reaching out to me. If they do, I'll try to send them your way. You have the Nidoran, Spearow, Oddish, Bellsprout, Meowth, Dodrio, Executor, and the Rhydon. I wonder if other Eevees in this box are going to have the same thing. Boom! Oh, well, you didn't pull a holo, but boy, you hit a good rare. Got the Snorlax. It is a little off-center to the right side. You got the thicker border on the left. But that is definitely a rare that you want to hit. I mean, there's plenty of good rares within Jungle, but Snorlax is a good one. Jolteon, Flareon, a lot of those are much more popular. Snorlax has always been a big hitter because, man, he was great in the game, was he not? Boy, I tell you, that guy, you could not move him. You had to play that Pokey Flute or deal with it. All right, next up, we have Robert S. So he bought a pack and he wants one left sealed, or he bought 2 packs, he wants one left sealed, one open. So this is Robert S. So far we are 1 for 2 on the Jungle packs that have been opened. Anyways, a lot have been shipped sealed. And I definitely don't blame you guys for that. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm very curious to see when we pull another Eevee, if it's going to have that ink bubble again. Bellsprout, Spearow, Meowth, Mankey, Goldeen. Nice, got another Pikachu. We pulled 2 of those in this video. Oddish, Parasect, Rapidash. And again, I repeat a lot of this stuff over and over again in these channels because I realize that the majority of you who are watching me right now are not subscribed to my channel at all. And so sometimes you may be a new viewer. If you've made it this far and you like interactive content, that's probably not me. But I try to be very informative. But what I'm getting at is here on this card, if you look, generally if you have a stage 1 Pokemon card, you got Parasect, here's the Rapidash. It says put Parasect on the basic Pokemon. Well, with Rapidash, there's actually an error that was not correct. It says put Rapidash on the stage 1 card right there. And that was just one of those things that was part of the card that, and I believe it's on Seeking as well. And so if I see that card, if we pull it, then I'll show it to you. All right. There's the Primate. So you did pretty good on the commons. You got a Rapidash, which is already a nice uncommon, but the Pikachu definitely is one of the better ones. Oh, and you got a Flareon. So the second rare that's been pulled has been pretty nice. This one actually looks to be a much better centered card. Yeah, I like that one. That Snorlax, like I said, it was a little bit off, so I was expecting kind of all of them to be the same way. But I guess there's potential. Maybe there's a sheet cut off in between this box, so like you might have part of a sheet, you know, the first half of the box, you know, and another sheet in the second half. But very nice. You pulled the Flareon, so we're getting really good rares, even though, you know, it's not the holo that I'm sure you wanted. It's still pretty good. All right, next up we have. This is the Hobby Bin. Okay, and he has a shout out. It says, hoping for any of the big hitters, Snorlax, Evolutions, or Scyther, and hopefully some Pikachu, Eevee, and Butterfree. I hope we get all of that for you. Alright. Pack 1. Let's get the Scyther artwork pack. Looks like we opened up 3. Was that others? But yeah, we opened up. This is our 3rd Scyther artwork we've opened up. Starting off with an Oddish. 1, 2, 3. Man, look at that. Look at the corner rounding issues on that uncommon. Thankfully, it's not the rare. All right, we have an Oddish, a Nidoran, Bellsprout, Execute, Mankey, Paris, Cubone, Fearow. So right on, that is your guy who has some issues on the edges, and a Seeking. Oh well, we didn't hit any of the cards that you wanted there in this first pack, but I can show you guys right here. If you look at the Seeking right there above the HP, it says put Seeking on the stage 1 Pokemon. And it should be on the basic Pokemon. And it is kind of confusing because it's like stage 1 is right there. So, but Goldeen is a basics. I mean, you would think that, you know, that would match up, but it was just kind of like a confusing thing that Pokemon did. So I could see why whoever wrote that text on there, you know, was a little bit off on, you know, the wording that they were supposed to have. All right, here we go. Boom. Pidgeot. So the very first pack we pulled a holo Pidgeot, and then this one here is a non-holo. So you didn't pull the holo or any of the cards that you wanted so far. So I'm hoping this second pack has some better fire for you. No Eevee, no Butterfree, no Pikachu, no Evolutions, no Scyther, no Snorlax. Sorry, the hobby bin. But we have one pack to go, and maybe we can make up for it in this pack. This time I'm going to open it this direction so we don't reveal that first card. Maybe we'll get, I mean, go ahead, put in the comments right now, how many of these cards you think we'll hit? I'm thinking we're going to hit 3 of them. We're going to hit 1 of these, and we're going to hit 2 in the non-rare slots. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right now the holos we're at 1 for 4. I think that's what we're at. Was in the first pack, and then the last 3 have not had a holo. Alright, we're going to start off with Rhyhorn. Venonat. Anytime you see Venonat, see if there's a line over here. Looks like somebody drew on it with a marker. Bellsprout, Spearow, Meowth. Oh man, still haven't hit anything. Mankey, Goldeen, Tauros, Marowak. Oh, we got a Butterfree. Okay, alright, so no Eevee, no Pikachu in those 2 packs, but we did get a Butterfree. At least we hit 1 of the cards. And my guess of 3 was completely wrong. But can we make it 2, at least with whatever this card is? Oh, it's a Nidoqueen. Sorry, man. We did not pull a Snorlax, Evolution, Scyther, Eevee, or Pikachu. The only card you did pull from what you were wanting for your big hitters was the Butterfree. But sometimes that is the way it goes. Anytime you buy these booster packs, guys, if you open them up, you are taking a chance of not getting the card that you want. In fact, you're most likely not going to get the card that you want. But sometimes you do. Sometimes, you know, you get a really nice card. But most of the time, the price kind of dictates, you know, that chance. You know, if you have a higher value pack, of course, it's going to be based off of the rarity as well, but a lot of times if there's a lower chance at pulling something, the price is going to be lower too. That's kind of like with the modern packs, for those who buy this stuff. Like these packs here in the background, Hidden Fates, those are really popular and the prices are much higher than something like a Vivid Voltage, because you actually have a really good chance of pulling something fairly nice or shiny, or at least, you know, at least you feel like you get some value back if you open up one of those packs. I think it's like 1 and 2, you know, roughly a pull rate. You're going to get a shiny or GX or something like that. In packs like these, right here, old WotC packs, you have a 1 in 3 shot at pulling an original holographic card. Now, there are other cards too, like there are good cards within the commons, the uncommons as well that you can pull. And even though the packs that don't have a holo, you know, we don't know what the chances are, but you can potentially pull an Ivy Pikachu in the rare slot, and that'd be a first edition promo. I've never done that. I would love to do that one day, just to have it recorded on camera. There is a video out there that does have it, but I think that'd be cool for one of the viewers if they did it on the channel. And maybe one day, if we keep buying these first edition Jungle booster packs and boxes, you know, I'm sure it'll happen in time. But whew, who knows what the odds are on that. But anyways, guys, thanks to all of you who allowed me to open up your booster packs here on the channel. If you're interested in a Jungle booster pack yourself, I do have some left. They're available on my website, or you can email me, especially if you are a YouTube member, then I can apply your discount. And then, of course, the Neo Discovery Japanese booster packs, those are still available as well. Thanks as always for watching.